Hi, it's Richard Moore from Racing Profits Guides, and we're up here at Market Rasen Racecourse with Clerk of the course, Jane Headley. Now then, Jane, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
I just wanted to know a bit about yourself before we talk about the course. What brought you into horse racing?
Always been around horses all my life, brought up in the borders, hunting, pointing, and worked for various trainers. Most recently Mark Johnson up in North Yorkshire for 6 years. Finished there last April. Came to Jockey Club racecourses. Been with them for a year now. Did the bulk of my training up at Haydock with Clerk and Tellwright. And I've been qualified at Market Rasen in Nottingham since just after Christmas.
So you gained your experience up at Haydock, do you say?
Yeah.
And then Market Rasen, and obviously you're Clerk at Nottingham as well?
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's been since Christmas you've been in place there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right, Jane, and you've been at Market Rasen obviously since Christmas. So let's talk a bit about the course itself. Obviously it has summer and winter jumps racing here. How many meetings a year are there here?
20 meetings a year.
And that's all jumps?
Yep, all jumps.
Yeah. And obviously the summertime is probably the busiest time here at Market Rasen, would you say? You've got some big band nights. I know you have Ladies' Day and Families' Day. What are the bigger races through the summer?
Yeah, I mean, summer racing is our thing here at Market Rasen, and we do put a lot of time and effort into it. Our biggest day would be 20th of July, where we have the summer plates, which is a listed chase, and we also have a listed hurdle on that day. Then again later in the year we have the Prelude meeting at the end of September, where again we have a listed chase and a listed hurdle, and both of those days are covered by Channel 4.
Oh, very good. So you get good coverage on the course, and then obviously locally you'd say Boxing Day was the busy day as well?
Yeah, not such high quality racing on that day, but we get a great crowd and it's a really good fun day.
And how many people would you be getting at the course on those busy days?
So sort of 7,000 or 8,000 would be about normal for those days.
Lovely. So plenty busy enough. Let's move a bit on to the course characteristics then. Obviously it's a right-handed course here, whereas at Nottingham's left-handed. Slightly undulating?
Yeah, slightly undulating. The home straight would be the lowest point. It's pretty flat. Then you swing up into the back straight. That would undulate slightly, and then you swing back down into the home straight.
And it's around, what, 1 mile, 2 furlongs around, is it?
Yep, round about that.
Yeah. And the hurdles course itself runs around the inside of the chase course, is that right?
Yeah. Hurdles are always inside the fences, yeah.
And how many hurdles do we have in a circuit here?
5 in a circuit, so 2 in the home straight, 3 in the back straight.
Okay, lovely. And the hurdles themselves, they're a traditional hurdle, are they?
Yep, just your normal bog standard
Kempton,
hurdles. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. And so 5 in the circuit on the hurdles course, and then you've got a 1 furlong run-in, is it, from to the finish from the last hurdle?
Yeah, it'd be slightly further than that over hurdles. Over fences, it's sort of just over a furlong. The last hurdle would be a bit further back.
And while we've got the hurdles obviously in the chase course, you've also got 2 separate courses that you rotate through the year, is that right?
Yeah, we do. We use the outer track during the summer, and we try to keep that on quite a narrow line just to make it easier to water, gets even coverage with the watering, and then we use the inner track in the winter.
Lovely. And let's go through the chase course then, because obviously that's you've got 7 fences of you around the circuit here.
Yep, 7 fences, 3 in the home straight, 4 in the back straight, and 2 ditches in the back straight.
Okay. And what type of fence are they? Are they quite easy to jump?
Yeah, and they're relatively forgiving. Trainers are quite happy to run a young horse here because they can get away with making a mistake.
And what sorts of trainers do you get here then? Do you get southern trainers or do you get local trainers?
We're pretty remote in the east. We get trainers from all over. We are in deepest, darkest Lincolnshire, but the A46 has been much improved of late, and that's mostly dual carriageway up here. So we get trainers, everyone, you know, from Lucinda Russell in the far north to David Pite in the southwest. We get a lot of people coming up from Newmarket. Neil King would run a lot of horses, and you know, like Nicky Henderson, John Joe O'Neill, Alan King are all cited quite regularly.
Yeah, you see plenty of horses here from their stables, don't you? Yeah. And certainly, like you say, the younger horses as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right, we'll finish this part of the video here, and then we'll go into the statistics for the course in the next part. Let's talk a little bit about statistics here. Obviously, it's quite a popular course with different trainers from around the country. What trainers do you think do well here?
As you say, they come from all over. John Joe O'Neill would run a lot of horses. We see Nicky Henderson, he doesn't come that often, but they tend to run very well. Tim Vaughan from Wales, Peter Bowen would run quite a lot. He always does well in our summer chases.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a summer trainer, is Peter, isn't he? I think looking at the stats, he's sent 105 horses here, and he's got a 20% strike rate at the course, but showing a really good profit, certainly over the summer campaigns. And like you say, Nicky Henderson's only sent 39 horses to Market Rasen in the past 5 seasons, but he's 16 winners from that, so 41% is very strong. So what type of horse does well here? I mean, I think the stats again would suggest that front runners do well here.
Yeah, I think that's typical of fairly tight tracks, isn't it? This would be a relatively tight track to suit handy horses, you know, horses that front run.
And do you find that the bumpers are popular here then, with trainers sending horses that need to get some experience?
Yeah, our bumpers are always well supported, yeah.
From down south and around the local area? Yeah,
again, all over, everyone from Lucinda up in Scotland to... we see a lot of Neil King, Lucy Wadham down Newmarket, yeah, all over.
And what local trainers do we have around here then that send horses to the course?
Most locally we've got Nick Kent, who's a new trainer. He does well here.
Ex-jockey, is he?
Yeah, Point to Point, Hunter Chase says they've done very well. And we have Steve Gollins, isn't too far away at Louth. He obviously does really well too. So not a huge number of trainers very locally, but the ones that do support us really well.
Yeah, good, excellent. And what about jockeys then? Talking about the trainer and jockey combinations, but obviously if Malcolm Jefferson's here, then Dennis O'Regan, you'd say, would be a good jockey here.
Yeah, Dennis O'Regan we see most meetings, and he would ride a lot of winners here. He obviously rides John Ferguson's horses as well. He again has supported us really well the last couple of years.
And looking at the stats, obviously AP comes up quite regularly.
Yeah, again, you know, we do see a lot of AP. Yeah.
And he's got a 26% strike rate here, and Felix de Giles has got 26% strike rate here. Who's he ride for the most? Is he Lucinda or?
I wouldn't know these days. I mean, he started off with Nicky Henderson, I believe, but I'm not sure who he's with now.
No, he has, looking at the stats, got an excellent strike rate here. And obviously, looking at the trainers, we talked about Tim Vaughan sending horses here, and I think the stat of Richard Johnson riding for him, 60% strike rate at Market Rasen.
Yeah, Richard Johnson we wouldn't see quite so much of, but you know, himself and AP McCoy, they have big strike rates everywhere, so I don't think it's particularly a Market Rasen thing, but no, we see a lot of them. And
I think John Joe, AP's very popular with John Joe, isn't he, as his jockey to go to?
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's the JP McManus string, isn't it?
Yeah,
so yeah,
definitely. And the other stat I was going to bring up, obviously we talked about front runners earlier, and I didn't bring it up then, but the 75% strike rate there is for horses who race handy here. So I think that supports what you were saying about front runners.
Yeah, and that would make sense. Yeah.
Right, that's lovely, Jane. Well, thanks for your time today, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Very much.